Alright guys, we're back with another episode review and a manga and anime comparison. Now, because there's so much to talk about and I'm really excited to talk about this episode, we're going to skip all the other crap that I usually say, but just like, comment, subscribe, let's dive on in. We're at the point in the story where we are finally figuring out what Aizen was so upset at Urahara back in the Fate Karakura Town arc. We're finally figuring that out. If you guys remember, if you need a reminder, Aizen talked about, why do you subjugate yourself to that thing? Urahara said, oh, you've seen him. So the Soul King is the linchpin. Without him, the Soul Society, the world, everything will crumble. This is where this core really peaks for me, in my personal opinion. We see more of the dark side of the Soul Society, the dark past, the dark history, with Zero Squad, and we get to understand why Aizen just didn't vibe with the Soul Reapers in any way, shape, or form. Like, he wanted nothing to do with them, and he wanted to make his way to the Royal Palace. Now we get to see the answer and the reason as to why he wanted to do that so badly. And we get to see Yhwach obtain Aizen's goal, but with his own little twist on it. Spoiler warning for those who are anime only fans, but Yhwach wants to get to the Royal Palace because his father is a Soul King. He feels that his father is suffering such humiliation, and he wants to return the 3 realms, or however many realms there are that we don't know about yet. He wants to return them to one world, like it was originally. And we get to see other foreshadowings that Kubo brought up in the series, in the Soul Society arc, and I won't name all of them, but this is fantastic. I love it, and I'm all for everything that Kubo's doing in this arc, the little additions that he's put in here in this episode, so you can't go wrong with anime original content. This was one of my favorite chapters to be adapted into the anime for the fact that Ichigo and Kenpachi have a relationship that is like a big brother and a little brother. They are two sides of the same coin. Back in the Arrancar arc, when Ichigo was having the issue of controlling his hollow, he went into his inner world and he trained against Zangetsu. In the anime, it did this weird thing where Ichigo, he saw Kariya and Byakuya and Kenpachi, and they were all trying to teach him some lesson. In the manga, in the source material, Kubo only included Kenpachi because the thing that Ichigo had to understand was instinct. It's not a crime to seek battle. It's not a crime to have this killer instinct. You want to do everything throughout reason and logic, but that's not what you need when it comes to a fight. Sometimes it's okay. Most of the time, it's something that you just need to do. You need to go out there and you need to slaughter your enemy, you know. Who better than Kenpachi to tell Ichigo that? I literally can't think of any other character. Even in the Soul Society arc, when Ichigo was going back to the world of the living, Yachiru, she was like, go say bye to him. You may never see him again. Kenpachi's like, that's not going to happen. We're so much alike that we're bound to meet each other again. I just love that Kubo kept putting that in there, that Kenpachi and Ichigo are very similar, and how Ichigo saving him in this episode, it literally parallels when Kenpachi saved Ichigo back in the Hueco arc against Noritora and against Tesla. So it's something that Kubo has been putting in there. With the fact that they both have a odd relationship with their Zanpakuto, Ichigo didn't want to accept his hollow side, which was his Soul Reaper powers. Kenpachi, through a huge amount of his life, he fought by himself. And later on, he finds out that, oh, the Zanpakuto is a part of him. When they interact again in this episode, is something about it just feels wholesome. It feels different, and I thank Kubo for that. Before I close out this video, I wanted to talk about an interview that Kubo had before Core 2 started. Now, inside of this interview, he says there's a new battle that's not in the original. I couldn't draw a battle between one character and another in the original, and the animation production team said, I want this character to fight in this area. Originally, I thought that this was the fight of the Bambis versus Ichigo, which was an extended fight scene that happened in this last episode. But now, after thinking about it, I think it's going to be Uryu versus a member of Squad Zero. Now, the reason why is in the trailer that we had every line that was said adapted into the anime, except for one line at the end of it where Uryu, he says that his name is Uryu Ishida, and on his pride as a Quincy, he shall eliminate you. I feel like the best spot for Yhwach and Kubo to show us what Uryu has, strength-wise and skill-wise, is to put him up against one of the strongest people inside of the series. Uryu has been captain level. He's been captain level for a long time. He's been captain level since the Soul Society arc. And he took out Maerdy when he used his holy form, which is the Let Still, but now we know it as the holy form. So Uryu showcased his ability back then. If Kubo gave us some Uryu greatness back then, I feel like he'll do the same thing inside of the 1,000-Year Blood War with the Hour Special episode that we have. I really feel like this is a possibility, and I'm really hoping that this is the case. And I know some people might not believe that, and it could be that at the end of the episode, Ichigo finally gets to the Soul Palace, and Uryu says that line to him. Sure, I'll take that too. But I really hope that this anime original fight scene, I'm really hoping that it's Uryu versus, let's say, Oetsu, or Uryu versus Kirinji, any one of the Zero Squad. Obviously, it's not going to be Ichibe because Yhwach is going to fight against Ichibe, so that's already set in stone. But any of the other members, I feel like that would be a perfect opportunity to showcase how strong Uryu has gotten, what his shrift is because he drank Yhwach's blood, so now he has a letter, which is the letter A. I feel like this will be the perfect time to do that. So, and that's the end of this video, guys. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. Especially because these last few weeks have been very hard for me. It's been hard to make content. It's been hard to stay consistent, you know, like at least trying to stay consistent, right? So for those who interact, for those who watch these videos, leave a like and leave a comment. Like, thank you so much. Like, it legit means the world to me. And if you guys haven't, follow me on Twitter. We can interact over there. And I thank you guys so much for 120 subscribers. Like, you guys are all awesome. Like, I never thought that I would get this far. So, I will see you guys in my next one. And I love you guys. I appreciate you all. And have a good one. Be safe. Peace.